apart.
That's the sound of the police.
Thanks. Once you kill a man for revenge, there's no going back. A voice in your head saying over and over, "That was awesome."
Who are you?
Drebin. Detective Frank Drebin. Thanks.
That's the sound of the police.
Police squad has always been the elite of the elite.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
And you, Frank, are the best of the best.
Need a bathroom.
I need this room immediately.
There's a line, man.
Police business. Oh, I'm gonna ruin another suit.
You be getting hyped to the sound of the police.
Over here, Lieutenant. I think someone murdered my brother.
Please, take a chair.
Thank you.
I'll find them. This is what I do. Says you served 20 years for man's laughter.
You mean manslaughter?
Must have been quite the joke.
They're going to shut down police squad if you do not solve this case. Do this by the book.
Show a little respect.
Why? Who's going to arrest me? Other cops?
Yes.
Is she serious?
Is he serious?
No.
Shot wanna get cops and be a savior.
Seems Mr. Drebin might be more of a problem than we thought. I want you to keep an eye on him.
This oven is disgusting.
Sound of the police. Sound of the police. Sound of the police.
Rest assured,
That's the sound.
I won't stop until I've found justice.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass.
That's the sound of the police.
Nobody messes with Police Squad.
That's the sound of the police.
We've upgraded your car with the most advanced crime-fighting tech.
Drive forward 30 feet. Pretty smooth. This place is falling apart.
That's the sound of the police.
All right, y'all. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the LuckyDog Podcast. This is your host, Elias Rouse. This podcast is sponsored by EliasRouseMedia.com. Photo, video, digital media production. We are doing a very quick and condensed Naked Gun review. 2025, the reboot, re-sensation of the Naked Gun, the popular Leslie, what was it? What was the original guy's name? Hold on. Hold on. Just hold on. If I can fix this real quick. All right. So, anyways, yeah, everybody knows the original Naked Gun from like late 80s, early 90s, and now we're doing a reboot with Liam Neeson kind of taking the role of Frank Jr. What is it? Debrin Jr. And my God, I was not ready for this one. I actually had just walked out of Nobody 2 not too long ago. Let me think. It was It was less than 24 hours ago at this point, and I was like, where is the action comedy? All I saw was splash of action and, you know, a little bit of comedy, but then I walk into this movie and I'm like, now this is an action comedy. I'm like, we got a former action star that can, you know, lead basically any action movie and it be believable, even at his age of like late 60s at this point. And Liam Neeson is the perfect individual to take this role. So I was just really pleased to have this, you know, this happen in this fashion. You know, I was like, this is a perfect, you know, reboot.
Thanks.
And there's so many jokes that happen in this that
Once
they're just
you kill a
coming
man for revenge,
flying
there's no
left
going
and right.
back.
We're just like, it just had
in your
me
head
laughing. I'd
saying
say the
over
majority
and
of the
over,
time. The jokes were very good
That
in
was
the
awesome.
beginning. And I thought there was like a romantic comedy aspect to
Who
this
are
with
you?
him and Pam
Drebin.
Anderson. And they actually
Detective
became a
Frank
real life
Drebin.
couple behind the scenes on this.
Thanks.
So this is kind of crazy.
That's the sound of the police.
So,
Police squad.
you know, with with saying that, it was just really cool to have have all these, you know, comedic actors as well as, you know, former action stars kind of just combining together, and it absolutely works. You know, I wish Bob Odenkirk's Nobody was this funny, but this is a completely different type of comedy, as in, you know, almost non sequiturs. It's prop comedy. It's, you know, there's him having corn dogs and hot dogs and all this shit. It's just hilarious. It just had me fucking rolling. So I had a great time watching this, to be honest. I think that it sits at about an hour and a half, and you're in and out in no time. I mean, it's like, I wanted to watch 3 of these back to back because I was like, this is just hilarious. But I want to put them in like different scenarios. I don't want it to be the same type of, you know, detective story every time. And, you know, there wasn't really that much detecting, I'd say. I'd say only at the beginning it was more or less with the detecting, but this is. It was much more into the, you know, the prop comedy as the more of the action happened and the more stuff that, you know, led on into the film. Although I'll say, just like the crazy scenes, it's like I can't believe that some of this was passed even through the commercials and stuff like that. I was like, good Lord. And he's just willing to go balls to the wall. I mean, literally, it's just acting crazy. You see the snowman in there, and it starts off crazy. So you're just like, what is going on here? So just going in, expect the unexpected, and I think you're gonna have a fucking romp of a time. I don't even think we're gonna do a spoiler review for this at the moment. It's just, the thing is, the action meets the comedy so well in this that I think that I felt like I was one of the ones laughing the hardest in the theater. I'll be honest. I might be in like on an island here with how I'm thinking about this movie, but I thought it was perfect, and all of the reoccurring, you know, the jokes that kept on coming back and back and back, and I was like, you know, the coffee and I'm trying to think. Clearly, there's like a Tesla stand-in, you know, for all this stuff, and it's just wacky. The whole fucking movie is wacky as hell, and hanging out with Liam Neeson with his, you know, he's very straight-faced, and that's the best thing about it, is he just takes everything, like, he's so serious, like, you know, the original guy was, what was the original, Naked Gun, 91, Leslie Nielsen, yeah, that's who I was thinking of. So, yeah, the fact that he can even come a little bit close to how funny the original one was, because I was laughing my ass off. Everybody remembers the, you know, Leslie Nielsen going all crazy, and then in the airplane movie, I believe it's like they all go through the line, everyone's punching that one lady that won't stop coughing or whatever the hell she's doing. That shit was just crazy. And it's goofy as hell, and there's just like, you know, Liam Neeson will be like fighting guys, and all of a sudden it'll like pan out, and all of a sudden it's just like he's fighting like one dude at a time, and it's just a goofy romp of a time. And you know, I love how it'll like start from like a smaller joke and then pan out to a bigger joke and just pan out to an even bigger joke, and it definitely follows the rules of threes. The rules of threes, I believe, is like, it's like you introduce the joke, you add another layer to it, and then you like explode the joke, because it just is so much you can handle. And quite honestly, I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I can't wait to watch it and own it on, you know, VOD and rewatch it and whatnot. And Pam Anderson's pretty damn funny too. I have not really seen her do much movie work in a long time. I think the last thing I've seen her in was probably Spin City or something like that. It was one of those 90s shows, I believe. And so seeing her on the big screen again, and she's doing just as much good work as Liam is, just hilarious. And of course, what's his name? I can't remember this brother's name. Kevin Durant. He was really funny in this, being like a straight man. And Danny Hudson, is it Hudson? Yeah. Is so damn funny in this. He's like the evil bad guy that, you know, is kind of like the Elon Musk stand-in, and he's just hilarious in this. I mean, the way that he's able to kind of like ping pong off of Liam Neeson's straight manness. I mean, at one point we're talking about the Black Eyed Peas, and I was laughing my fucking ass off. And now I get it that this comedy is very subjective to the person. I feel like this comedy would be great for people that are maybe as young as 25. I mean, you can be as young as you want, but I think that there's like a specific age range that this specific comedy is going to hit better than others. The reason is like I'm not sure if my mother or my uncle or if anybody would understand like the Black Eyed Peas very specific references that happen in this, almost non sequiturs, to the point where we're talking about like Fergie's album Duchess from 2006 or something like that. Like, I was like, these are very specific ties and callbacks to whatever they're trying to pull. And I was laughing my ass off, but I could tell that some of the people in the back of the movie, they're like, they weren't like not laughing, but I felt like I was the one that was like cracking up the most, because I was like, these are just like coming at you, boom, 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 and then the prop comedy comes, and all of a sudden there's like an action scene that I think that action scenes are really well shot for, considering this is basically a full-blown comedy. I mean, it's called a comedy, action comedy, whatever, but I was pretty surprised about how clean the action was, and I have a feeling the second one has the potential to be kind of an even bigger action film. I don't really want them to get bigger with the action, but I just I would like to continue on with the same narrative structure of how we're going. I love the hour and a half feel. You're in and out. I think there's like 10 minutes of credits too, so you're like out in like an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. It felt like a short little fun romp that I would totally recommend. I mean, it's great for a date movie. It'd be great for a family movie. I mean, up until maybe I wouldn't show, maybe 14, 15 is about as young as you want to go, because there's I think it's PG-13, but there is like some rated R humor in here that you'd be like, whoa, I don't know if I want to sit beside the whole family with that, some of those scenes going on, but to each their own. But yeah, I really enjoyed The Naked Gun 2025, just how kind of wacky and crazy it went. And quite honestly, I guess my expectations were a little bit lower, because I just was like, oh, it's going to be a fun little time at the movies. It's going to be a fun little comedy. I won't have to worry about it. Just sit back and relax. But I actively was having to hold my mouth like shut from how much I was laughing at the very beginning. I will say that it became more of like a chuckle through the middle of the movie, and then came out at the end. I was still laughing pretty hard, but the jokes coming at the beginning, I just was not ready for it. I just was like, this is wild. And just see him Neeson just do all this with a straight face is just so fucking funny. And I quite honestly, I'm already excited to rewatch it. It's really that kind of movie for me. So with saying that, I didn't quite hit that emotional toll where I thought that it was going to be like moving or anything, or if that I was like slamming my knees and because I was laughing that hard the entire time. But I thought it was a really fucking fun movie to watch. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10, and I can't wait to watch it again. It's one of those movies. Yeah, and so check out LuckyDogPodcast.com for the rest of our reviews coming down the tube. We are already recording. Actually, we already have. We've seen, recorded, and reviewed Weapons, Jurassic Park, and The Naked Gun. We are going to work on some more reviews for you coming down the tube. We've seen Fantastic Four. We've seen Superman. I want to get all these summer movies down the tube for you so you can understand where we're coming from with these high quality, in-depth reviews. Now, of course, what up, Faza? How's it going, man? We're just wrapping up the Naked Gun. Oh my God. The Naked Gun review. We have honestly had a blast watching it. I thought it was like an hour and a half of just pure joy. It's just absolutely bonkers. And I'm just like, this, Faza, are you familiar with Naked Gun? Have you seen the originals and stuff like that? Have you seen how crazy this wackiness gets? I'm pretty sure that this might be only for people that are like 20 and older that remember, the original Naked Gun. But I feel like even younger folks could laugh at this. Paul Walter Hauser's hilarious in this. They got some of the younger individuals, comedic individuals and stuff like that, like Paul Walter. But yeah, I had a fucking, I was laughing my ass off in this. Let me see if everybody else. Pam Anderson, Kevin Durant was actually pretty funny too. I haven't seen him in a comedy in a while, to my knowledge. He was in Planet of the Apes most recently that I remember. He's got quite an eclectic. 6'6". Oh my God. They never shoot him like he's 6'6", I'll tell you that. Jesus. Anyways. So yeah, we are wrapping up this review. Naked Gun 2025. Faza, have you hadn't checked it out or anything like that? I didn't think so. It is definitely a recommend. I'm ready to watch like several more of these. This is going to be one of my new franchises that I'm ready to watch. I hope that the second one is not going to drop the ball, as in like, lazy, over budget, that type of thing. Because this one felt tight. I liked the hour and a halfness. I liked how funny it was. In, out, boom, bang, boom. Had really good cast. A lot of it was just really solid. I don't have much to say negative about it because it just really delivered on so many levels. I was like, I'm here for it. So, yeah, that's the Naked Gun review 2025. Definitely recommend. 7 out of 10.
Rest assured,
You already know.
I won't stop until I've found justice.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass.
I was late to this, and I was like, what is happening? And I'd say this action scene right here is probably one of the most intense ones. I don't think it's really that intense of
We've
an action
upgraded your
film.
car with the most
I didn't think he was killing
crime-fighting
people, but
tech.
maybe I gotta go
Drive
back.
forward 30 feet.
I feel like he was just injuring everybody, but maybe he was killing people.
This place is falling apart.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's the Naked Gun 2025 review. Thank you for joining us. Faza, I see you. Dub, I see you. Everybody up in the club, I see you. Josh, what did you think about the Naked Gun, dude? I was just telling everybody about my initial thoughts coming out and everything. Yeah, dude, right? I felt like I was having to hold my mouth shut because of how much I was laughing, dude. I was like, this is surprisingly one of the funniest movies of the year. I got to look at my list right now, but like, I'm pretty sure I don't have a movie that's funnier than this at this moment. Do you have one? And if you do, please give me some recommendations because I need some. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. Podcast. I don't have my notes right here. Here we go. Okay, so watch list. I need to update my list. I haven't seen everything yet. Okay, so yeah, I definitely got to update this list. I'm really, really behind on my updated list. But Thunderbolts was up there as one of the funnier movies. Just kind of like dark. It wasn't supposed to even be a comedy, really. War of the Worlds. Yeah, that's probably the biggest fucking comedy of the year. That shit had me laughing. We did like a watch party with that, man, and that shit had us all fucking dying laughing. What the heck? Get away from that. Get away from that thing. It was like, what are you talking about, Ice Cube? Oh my God. The monkey was actually a pretty good one too. Novocaine. Maybe I should do a little reordering of my list real quick. So I've seen some things since then. So I actually thought Fantastic Four was below Thunderbolts. Agree, disagree? This is my list, so it's all cool. It's cool if we don't agree. So I thought Thunderbolts was better than Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four was, what was Companion? Oh, Companion was the robot movie, right? Was that the robot movie with Quaid Jr.? I think that Companion might have been better than Fantastic Four for me. Let me see. I think it was. And I also saw Superman. I think Superman's definitely better than Thunderbolts for me. I mean, I literally got a dog the day after I watched Superman. Old Tommy. And let me see what else. So Fantastic Four, Superman. I saw F1. That's what I saw. Okay, so F1. I think I liked F1 better than Fantastic Four, to be honest. Let me see. So I definitely liked F1 better. I think I liked. Whoa. Why is Sinners down under here? Doesn't even make sense right here. Hold on. Sinners is like my number one of the year. Let's just get that straight. Sinners is a fucking balling ass movie. It has some of the best music I've heard in years, and Michael B. Jordan again. You already know. So we got Sinners, starting from the top. Sinners, Superman, Thunderbolts, Companion, Fantastic Four, Black Bag, The Monkey, Novocaine, Flight Risk, Minecraft, The Gorge. I did not like that. Captain America, Brave New World, A Working Man, Wolfman, Den of Thieves, 2, Pantera. Yeah, I did not like Den of Thieves at all. Okay, so I did see Nobody 2. We need to throw that in there too. Hold on, we're going to update this shit. All right. Hold on, what did I just say? Oh, I saw Nobody 2. That's what it was. So Nobody 2. I really was let down by that. Nobody 2 is going to go under the Novocaine, Flight Risk. I think I liked Flight Risk better than Novocaine, just because of how crazy Mark Wahlberg was in that. Mark Wahlberg looked like an absolute crazy man in that. Do y'all remember this shit? Did y'all see that? And it's a bottle film too. Bro is looking crazy in this.
Deputy Harris, hope you like flying. Beautiful day for it.
I've never seen Mark Wahlberg go this
I never flew
unhinged.
U.S. Marshal before. Why is he all chained up?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of one.
I have to get him to New York so we can testify against the Moretti crime family.
Okay, hey, you're the boss.
I mean, Mel Gibson definitely brought some fire with this. I'll tell you that. I mean, he directed a pretty good bottle film. The entire thing is happening in
Is it always
the
this
plane.
bumpy?
No, number
Not
of
something I
passengers
would have
left
ever
their lunch
thought
up
was
here.
said.
I can open a snack bar.
But I mean, he knows what he's doing.
Your neck okay? You got a scratch there.
Maintenance. Occupational hazard.
That is a really bad accent. I'll say that. There's like an aspect of it that's bad, but there's also like a slightly satisfying part because you're like trying to figure out this, mystery this entire time and how they're gonna get out of this.
Moretti is very disappointed in you, Winston, and he wants you dead.
And Foreman does a great job. I forgot what his name. Look at his head.
Don't shoot him, we need him!
Mayday, mayday.
Yeah,
We've
they're
been
showing a lot of
compromised. The pilot's a hitman.
I'm gonna tear you apart.
Showing you the entire first half of the movie. Sorry about
The
that.
tiny little pieces. They're gonna need the entire
Damn.
forensics team to identify you.
Tell me how to fly this thing, or we will die out here.
They showed the entire fucking movie.
Clearly, you've mistaken me for somebody who actually gives a
You hear that? Looks military.
Oh my god.
You think it's there to help?
Josh, did you see
He's
Flight
there to
Risk?
shoot you down.
Dude, they are saying the whole fucking movie.
Come on!
All right. I'm like, good lord. I just wanted them to show a little bit of it. Oh my god. Okay, well, guess we don't have to worry about them make it or not. Wow. Let me see if the comments are like, well, don't have to. Mark Baldberg was a surprise. Oh my god, yo. Good thing I don't have to go to the movie theater anymore. Here's the full film. Exactly. What the fuck? Why would y'all just show the full fucking thing? Oh well. Anyways, yeah, that was that was a wild one. So that was Flight Risk. We saw The Monkey, Novocaine, Flight Risk, Minecraft. All right, what else do we need to put in there? Superman and First Steps have been located. I saw the first half of One of Them Days. I got to go back on Netflix and rewatch some of that. It was funny from what I saw, but it was also like it felt like a hangout movie that I could kind of come back and watch anytime. So I need to figure that out. War of the Worlds, that's the one. Honestly, War of the Worlds is one of the technically worst movies I've seen this year, but it was so fucking funny that it literally might make my top 10 of how bad. Because I found it almost more entertaining than some of these higher movies. So I think it probably go right under Black Bag, to be honest, just of how bad. Badly entertaining. That should be something. Okay, so yeah, I need to put One of Them Days and Dogman once I watch those two movies. But I think I've seen just about all the movies I wanted to watch so far for this year. We're just catching up. So from the top, everybody, we're gonna go from the top 10 movies 2025 so far: Sinners, Superman, Thunderbolts, Companion, Fantastic Four, First Steps, Black Bag, War of the Worlds, The Monkey, Novocaine, Flight Risk, Minecraft, The Gorge, Captain America: Brave New World, A Working Man, Wolfman, Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. And on that, everyone, we are going to call it a good one. Thank you for watching, listening, Look It Out podcast. Hello, Tommy. How are you doing? Do you want to say goodbye to everybody? Say goodbye and good night. And wherever you are, thank you for listening, watching, Look It Out podcast. We appreciate you supporting it always. Can't do this without you. Tommy, say goodnight, everyone. It's time for bed or time for a coffee if you're waking up, depending on where or when you're watching the Look It Out podcast. Of course, be sure to check us out on YouTube's, on the Twitch streams. We are Twitch affiliates now, so you can give us a subscription. It's like buying us a little cup of coffee every month to show us that you enjoy the podcast and that you enjoy the content coming down the pipe. Of course, let me know how I can improve. Comment, like, subscribe, follow, whatever. So many goddamn things these days. And take it easy. Chat, thank you for joining. Faza, Jash, Steve, everybody, take it easy.